All right, all right. Let's get in here. Let's get in here. Let's get in here. So I just completed the fire signs progress report. And so we're going to immediately go into the earth signs. Why? Because Virgo has been trying to jump out all day. And I know for a fact that I know several Virgos. So let's get into it without further ado. And if this is your first time joining, just know that these readings are endless. Not endless, but timeless. So that means whenever you see this, that is meant for you to see it. And like, share, subscribe. Come on. If you want to see a few more of my videos, if you're on my other channel here on Instagram, please follow me on YouTube at the Healing Room Tarot, where I focus on healing. And so this is how these readings came about for me, is to understand. I'm gonna put these back. Um, Understand how we can heal, and that's why I do the progress reports, right? Because you want to know how's your progress. Okay, okay. We have your first card, Virgo. Spirit, give me the signs for the collective Virgo. Oh, okay. Oh. Mm, okay. Oh, okay. I want to see something here just for a second. It's a word that's trying to come out, and I'm not getting it right now. So I'm going to look it up. All right. Okay. So, Virgos, the first card you got here is the Hanged Man, meaning you are having a new perspective. Means you are getting enlightened by some things. And because what I'm hearing though is that you're coming into the truth of some things. And because you're coming into the truth of some things, you're able to exit. Um, you're able to go about your day and execute them the way they need to be because you have the Queen of Swords energy. So this hangman energy is giving you a deeper perspective. Um, and it gives me the Solomon energy. You see the sword there. It kind of gives me that energy, rightly dividing things, right? Is what I'm getting because of this devil energy that's been in your life. Um, it's giving me the energy of people that's in your life that say things and you're like, I don't know if they're being sincere or if they're being that nice, nasty type of energy. I don't know if they're really trying to control me or if they're really here for me. And so I'm going to clarify that. So, Spirit, give me clarity on this devil energy here. Give for Virgos. Crystal technology silicone came out. That came out earlier too for another sign. But what I'm getting is fake. It's all plastic. It's This is that energy of people wanting you to be like them. So if it's like if there's a certain group and that group is known by a certain stereotype, it's like they're like, I like you, I like the way that you do this, but can you tone it down? Can you kind of conform to what we do? Yeah. And then the next one is gateway or vision. But you have your own vision, right? And you're loving it there. And that's why you're having this energy, because it's like if you were rightly and every time I want to say that, I keep hearing the word of truth. And I'm a church boy. I was raised in the church, and let me try to tell you, when you rightly divide that word of truth, you don't have problems. You're not out there bashing people. You know how to talk to people. You know how to love people, is what I'm getting. But since everybody else is in this plastic energy, this fake energy, it's like you can't deal with that because you have your own path and it opens doors for you. And maybe the people around you are jealous of that, because if they're all conforming to do one thing and they're like, we're playing it by the book and you're playing it off script, and you're like, okay, but has my being off script negatively impacted the project? And they're like, no. And it's that energy, like they're jealous of you because they could never do it off script. They have to have the script, they have to have the book. I'm trying to see if there's going to be another card that comes out for you all, because I do like the ending energy. Yep. Okay. Miracles, codes in nature, miracles. Right. When you being who you are authentically and you walk through this gateway, miracles happen. There will be miracles when you believe. We have a returning set of cards here, people. I was literally about to put the cards up, literally, and they just fell out. Um, but before I say those cards, the reason why I say there will be miracles is because now Spirit told me not to pull. It said you're going to get three cards and then flip over, but I still flipped over the fourth card because I was just a tad bit nosy. The tad bit of nosiness let me know that you have nine of pentacles here, right? You're manifesting some things, but also at the overall energy of the deck is the Knight of Pentacles, mean you have some serious blessings coming your way. You have some serious, serious, serious blessings coming your way, Virgo. Up right underneath it is the Magician. You're literally manifesting some things, followed by the Seven of Pentacles, right? You planted the seeds already. You've already done the work, so now it's your harvest time, right? So although people want you to conform and you're doing your own thing, Spirit is like, I'm blessing you in your space. And the last two cards that flipped out, universal oneness, universal oneness, and that is transcend, right? Your very being is transcended over everybody else. So while everybody else is doing the mundane things, you're doing the things out of the box. I'm hearing speaker bots right now. I'm literally seeing speaker bots. And with Outcasts, a lot of people was like, these guys are weird. We don't know if they're going to make it in the industry. But that was actually what sparked their platform, is that fact that they were doing things out of the norm, right? And then the next card again is bliss or trust. So you have to trust that Spirit has your best interest here. And look, it's giving me this, it's star energy. It's star energy. It's your hopes and dreams coming true, and you're manifesting these things because of who you are. So Virgo, I am gonna pull your spiritual AF card, but Virgo, continue to do you, right? Although you are coming up against people in not you coming up against people, although people are coming up against you in the spirit of adversity, right? Continue to do you. Continue to be your awkward, quirky, or creative self, however you fit, however the shoe fits for you, right? and be that Cinderella story, because in the Cinderella, although she was the odd one, quote unquote, odd one out, she was the one that became the queen. People hated on her. See? The card that came out says, quit dimming your light for people with shitty ass mindsets. What did I just tell you? It says, you've got that dream, huh? That thing you think you maybe could do, but it's maybe too big, maybe too much of a long shot. Maybe you'll look stupid trying to do it. Do it. Seriously. Think about lying on your deathbed saying, I never went for it because I was afraid Susan would talk shit about me. Susan talks shit about you anyway. Go do you, then do you bigger. So what did I tell you? Silicon Valley. You have these false people around you. You have these people that want you to do. I'm hearing cookie cutter ways, but that's not your way. You weren't made to fit in the cookie cutter. You were made to stand out, literally, is what I'm hearing. And then don't be ungrateful, right? Don't be ungrateful. When you get there, when you get your blessings, do not be ungrateful. And also what I'm really hearing is don't be ungrateful for the road that you have to walk. So although sometimes your road is lonely, although sometimes your road is full of people throwing sticks and stones at you, be grateful for it because you are learning something in the end. That's what I'm hearing right now. And it says, seriously, if you're reading these cards, you're privileged as fuck. You can read. Reading is super fucking fantastic. Think about how many generations of people didn't get to read. Fuck yeah. We're not completely fucked. We know how to read, right? Um, and I'm sorry, but the spirit is also hilarious. And when I said we know how to read, I heard they know how to read in other ways too, meaning that you know how to read people. So Virgos. Let me find out. Let me find out, Virgos, that y'all be out here reading people like you, the whole library in these streets. Uh, Shout out to Taylor Gent and the Dope Brother. Thank you for joining in. Okay. Last card for you, Virgos. This could be the day you stop doing that self obstructive thing you do. And it says, what's the first thing you think of when you read that self destructive thing you do? There it is. Now imagine what it would be like to stop doing that thing, like right now. Think of who you could ask for help, because if you could have stopped on your own, you probably already would have. Now call, and then it says text because no one calls anyone anymore. That person asks for help. You can even make up a safe word, and then it has the asterisk like emoji, because emojis are more effective than words, like bananas, right? So stop doing that self-destructive thing of stopping yourself is what I'm getting. Stop allowing these people to get into your head and tell you that you like oranges when indeed you highly dislike oranges. You like cherries. You like cherries. You don't have anything to do with oranges, but people are telling you, no, but this is what we do in society. This is how we do things. And in this culture, we love orange juice, and you must drink orange juice. And they're making you drink orange juice, and you're like hating every minute of it because you decide to conform. Don't conform. Continue to follow the beat of your own drum. And I'm seeing the Knight of Wands energy. That is what one of the fire signs received. I want to say it was Leo, or maybe it was Sagittarius. Either way, follow the beat of your own drums. So that was Virgo. Now we're going to go to our next earth sign, which is Taurus. So, Taurus, let's see what Spirit has for you. What is the message that Spirit has for you? And Spirit, what is the message that you have for our Taurians, our Taurines, our bull friends, kind-hearted bulls? And I feel for you all because I have Taurus in my chart, and so y'all have a special place in my heart, quite literally, because it's in my Venus sign. First card here is the Page of Wands. What are you about to celebrate? What is the news that you're about to receive? Or what is the new, or what is the message that you are about to receive, Taurus? And if you're wondering why I shuffle the deck with my eyes closed, is because I truly allow spirit to lead and guide my hand. Baby, Taurus. Taurus. I want to get an invitation. That's all I want to say. Taurus, you have the Two of Cups here as your next card, meaning you about to get into a partnership with somebody. You're about to get into a partnership with somebody. And guess what? It's going to be prosperous for you because you have the Page of Pentacles here. Um, with the Page of Pentacles, I'm hearing standing on business. I literally just heard that as I was putting the card. It's like standing on business. We're going to clarify that too. But the energy that I'm getting is that not only is this a partnership in love, but this is a partnership that you can literally build something with. It's almost like you found your business partner and your love interest all in one person, right? And then the last card here is the Three of Pentacles, which means you're going to be working on something collectively together. So, hello, industry bay in these streets. Um, I want to come to the grand opening. I want to come to this marriage. If it comes out to be a marriage, I just want to know. Um, I'm getting general cards first, but I am going to hone in on the Page of Pentacles. Okay, so you have been protected. Oya is here, protection. So you have been protected, right? And now you're in the state of bliss because you trusted spirit. That's what I'm getting. This card has come out a lot for a lot of, so it might be a lot of cross watchers here. But Taurus, because you have been protected and you've been trusting spirit, these things are now unfolding for you. These things are now unfolding for you. Give me a message for Pentacles. Okay, it says Santa Muerte offering. Maybe some of you have altars and you've been giving, putting things on your altar, and so it's like spirit saying, I recognize this thing. I saw you do these things, and so now I'm going to bless you for these things. Because you blessed me, I'm going to bless you, right? Um, give me message. And that card came out before I could ask for Pentacles, so now I'm going to ask for Pentacles. And another thing about offerings is that sometimes you may have been self-sacrificing. And so spirit wants to reward you because you have been self-sacrificing so many of your hopes and dreams and wishes. And spirit is like, it's now time for your blessing. And it may not be as big and grand as other people's, like a celebrities, but what it is that it's made just for you, and you know what you want. You know the type of relationship that you want. You know the type of industry that you want. So there you have it. Okay, as far as the Page of Pentacles, we have Equalizer here, the highest self, and it came in reverse. And so for me, when a card like this comes in reverse, it means that this is boom, this is heavy on you. This is heavy on you. So this, just like this candle, right? Let me flip it up right for you. Um, it's like it's just melting everywhere, right? It's like this ghoul. It's your highest self. Um, and okay, and so another thing about Pentacles for me is that I don't see it as just money. I literally see it as wealth, overall wealth, right? And so because it is Equalizer and you have the highest self here, um, and then it's like trust here, this bliss is here. Because you've been trusting spirit, you are now seeing things from a higher perspective. And because you're seeing things from a higher perspective, it is bringing in wealth to you. And I'm even hearing household. So maybe some of you are already married, and or with your person, and it's bringing health to your household, health to your home. Heart, home is where the heart is, right? So it's bringing you wealth and happiness, and you're going to actually start doing things together because maybe some of your prayers is like, I wish me and my person was a lot closer. I wish we did a lot of things together. Like I love them, but there's this awkwardness or this odd space between us, and I wish it would clear up. And it's like this is the energy, this is the time where it starts to clear up, and you actually start to work together. You start to become unified again. Um, Next card that came out is food meditation. I can. And when you say I can, break bread together is what I'm hearing. When you get into this energy, when you break bread with somebody, it is that welcoming. I'm seeing like the cornucopia that they have at what we like to call Thanksgiving, right? We all know the true story. We're not going to go there, right? Um, but it's that welcoming. It's this like, come sit down at the table. Let us break bread. Let us celebrate the new things that are happening in our lives. And Taurus, let me see. Okay. But I do know it's this part right here. Name slay. The slay in me recognize the slay in you. At some point, you got to get up and act like the people you admire. You probably know someone who is slaying at life right now. Spend today doing the shit they do. Be better, yet take them to coffee and ask them how exactly they managed to slay so hard. Then recognize where you are capable of the same kind of slay. And you can do this same kind of slay, right? Maybe you haven't gotten this page of wands, this news yet. Um, but listen, you got that same energy here. The things that you admire are the things that you can do. It's that I'm getting the energy of the do it yourself projects. And you're just like, oh, that's so pretty. I wish I could do that. And Spirit's like, you can do that. You can do that. That means you just have to settle down, get quiet, and just recognize that you can also do that same thing. Okay, you have two cards here. It said, gossip dies when it hits wise ears. Here's how to get wise. Refuse to hear stories that aren't yours to hear. Refrain from telling stories that aren't yours to tell. If someone comes at you with an, oh my God, did you hear about? Stop them right there and ask if it's gossip, rumor, dirt, or other such junk. This tends to kill everyone's shit talking boner. This is that energy of like, when as I was reading that, I saw this, the equalizer, right? Because when you're at your highest self, you don't want negative energy. You don't want this stuff that will bring you low vibrational energy, right? Because if you are in your highest self and you're up in the clouds anyway, why would you want to be bothered by the affairs of the things that's beneath you, right? Especially when you're about to have this, if you're about to have a change of events in your relationship or you're about to get this relationship, you don't want anything to bring it down. You don't want you being a busybody while you in date mode. Come on, your babe's gonna be like, babe, get off the phone. You've been on the phone for 3 hours with this person already, and I'm sitting right here. You haven't done anything with me. Next thing you know, babe is like, you know what? Fine, I'm gonna go hang out with my friends, and then you got it. And then now you have a whole attitude, but it's something based off of what you started. Think about it. The last card, it says you can learn a lot of good lessons from a few fucked up people. Take a moment and think about a major lesson in your life. Did your heart get broken? Did a friend betray you? Did that heartbreak teach you not to settle? Are you resilient and self-reliant now because you had to be? Think of the fucked up person who taught you that lesson. Send them a little cosmic thank you. Gratitude for the lesson you learned does not excuse what they did. It does help you avoid going back in for the same lesson with a new fucked up person, though. So, what it's saying is that, again, with your highest self, and I'll even say with I can meditation, right? What it's saying is that when you're in these energies, you don't have time to go back to karmic lessons that you already did. If you already learned your lesson, it's almost like you saying, oh, I'm graduating high school. Like it's the same energy as when you graduated high school, and even if you didn't graduate high school, let's say you went and still got your GED, right? You graduate, but then you decide, oh, well, I want to go back to high school. Let me see what they doing in high school, and it's like, what? You graduated from that era of your life. You can now go on to the next stage in your life, and it's like, don't. It's that energy, energy of going backwards. You take what you learn and you move on and you apply it to that next stage in your life, where when something is coming up, you will recognize it as, okay, this is a part of the lesson that I learned. I already know where you're going with that, so I'm not even going to bother with you. I'm not even going to deal with you. I'm not even going to get myself in this situation because I already know what the deal is. So I'm going to turn and go this way. And you learn something new. And in it, because it's a new era, you can do it. You can celebrate it. All right, Taurus, that was for you. And now, last but certainly not least, Capricorn. Capricorns. Spirit, what is the energy that you have, or what is the progress report that you would like to share with our Capricorns? Okay. All right, Capricorns, y'all keep getting these cards, like a bunch of cards. Let me flip this over. All right. I'm looking at them. Actually, okay, that would make sense. Okay, so I'm going to take them. Now let's get clarity. Okay, not the last two. Okay, so we do have one more. But I do. Okay. 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 Is that okay? I'm taking mental notes when I do that because Spirit is showing me a few things. I can say that I did see the Devil card earlier, and that is Capricorn energy. It's that energy of control. And but what I'm getting out of that is that you try to control a lot of things in your life, and Spirit had to break you free from that. What I just saw was the Four of Swords, which means you had some heartbreak there, right? And because you had that Four of Swords energy, you kind of protected yourself a bit. And Spirit is like, because you had to protect yourself, um, it kind of helped you step away from the playing field a bit because you had to take care of your wounds. And so Spirit was working on your behalf. It's like, okay, while you're preoccupied, let me do the plan that I was trying to do. And it was kind of like that back end. But it was all in your favor because you have the Seven of Pentacles as your first card. As you begin to heal, you started to doing some new things, right? And you started planting seeds and you started manifesting those things, and it slowly came to be to the point where those Seven Pentacles grew up to be your world. And now you're probably more than likely in this present energy of everything is okay, everything is looking bright, I have nothing to fear. But there is the Ten of Wands here. So I'm going to get clarity on the Ten of Wands here, because the Ten of Wands is not necessarily a bad thing. It means that you came out of a storm into something new. You're coming into something new. And then last card you have here is the Page of Swords. It means you have been enlightened. You have some new knowledge that you're sitting on. I'm hearing you're going on tour. You're going on tour. I don't know who that is for, but I'm hearing you're going on tour. Um, I'm gonna pull some of these cards because I definitely want to know what is happening. Okay. Okay. Oh, and that one too. Okay. Also, don't be an ungrateful person. So, earth signs, what I am getting a lot is that no matter what you do, don't be ungrateful. Be grateful for everything. Um, what I'm getting is that because y'all went through a lot of things, you're just like, I don't want this lesson. I don't like this lesson. And spirit is like, you need to be grateful for the lessons because those lessons taught and pushed you to where you are or where you're going to be. So the first card that came out was look at the fucking moon. Just look at that thing. It's lovely as fuck, right? You're welcome. And that is interesting because Capricorns, when you look at the moon coming from a Cancer, and I am your direct opposite. You know, I'm ruled by the moon. It is that energy of you don't see it coming. It's that energy, it's that motherly energy, it's that soothing energy, it's that psychic energy, it's the pull of the moon directs and helps with the ocean. So, which is emotions basically. So check your emotions. If you want to get into a good mood, look at the moon. See what is surrounding the moon. I feel like the different phases of the moon affect you too a bit. That's I'm not saying this astrology. I'm just saying this right now. The different phases of the moon, the different things that occur in astrology affects you, and so maybe you need to tap in with that, right? The next card that came out says, "Be yourself, even if you're crazy. Stop worrying about normal ass, nothing ass people judging your cool, weird ass." There'll be none of that today. Anytime you feel yourself worrying about any of those asses, remember who you got to wake up to every morning. You, baby. You. Your job is to make sure you're good on your own terms. Check in with what you really care about and make sure you're living up to that. Know what not what all those asses out there might be thinking. And remember, I said, like, because you have been planting these things, these Seven of Pentacles, it has created a world that's like, they're your world. And because it's your world, you know, it's like it's that same energy as Virgo. It's like you're in your own little bubble. You don't care what's happening. It's you, right? And that may be why you have your Ten of Wands here. I'm going to get clarity on this, right? But you've come out of that situation. Don't go back into that situation. Don't go back to abusive situation, no matter who or what it was, right? Don't go back to that energy, and don't be ungrateful. Don't be ungrateful. It's that seriously, if you're reading these cards, you're privileged as fuck. You can read. Reading is super fucking fantastic. Think about how many generations of people didn't get to read. Fuck yeah. We're not completely fucked. We know how to read. So that is the really the theme of all the earth signs too. Like, don't be grateful. ungrateful, excuse me, don't be ungrateful, right? Because these things have happened in your life, and because those things happen in your life, you have enlightenment. So Capricorns, you have enlightenment. And when somebody gives you knowledge, they can't take it away because it's up here, right? You know what you know what you know. And I'm hearing that you're already a blessed person. So it's like you're looking for a reading of blessings. And it's like, why would you look for a reading for blessings when you already know that you're a blessed person? That's what I'm getting. You need to know that your struggles aren't just struggles, they're literally lessons. I didn't even see the card. It said the witch doctor, wisdom. Um, this came out for another sign earlier, and but I will say what the witch doctor is. The witch doctor knows what the witch doctor knows. The witch doctor has been practicing, has been studying, has been gaining all of this knowledge, and because the witch doctor has all this knowledge, people can try to trick the witch doctor, and the witch doctor can look at them like, "Oh, okay, that fool about to go around bad," and they don't think that I know they're about to go around bad. Um, Go put up a trap because they're gonna try to steal some things from that back room. And when they walk out with it, their foot is gonna get caught, and all of our stuff is gonna be on the ground. So get ready to collect it. It's that team type of energy, right? It's like the witch doctor has the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of what's happening, and you have that same wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of what's happening in your life, and you understand and know when people mean to do you well. And so when people try to get you to change your mind and get you to change your habits, and I'm not going to say change your habits, but change the way that you do things because you know methodically how these things work in your favor, don't listen to those people because you know what works for you. Got three different cards. Numo Momo. Haven't seen that in a while, but it says change. The only change that you do is the you change atmosphere. You change the people who try to put you back in this Ten of Wands energy, right? When somebody's trying to take you back and make you revert back to old ways, just think, nope, I gotta change spaces because you're not taking me back to a place I've already been where I have already learned, right? You're not making me repeat a grade. And then we have Duro Ile, compassion. You're going to need compassion not only for yourself during this time, but for those that do try to take you back. Why? Because karma is real. You want to show them compassion, even though to the core you want to knock their head off their shoulders. I promise you, because they are trying to take you back to that place where you used to be. But the thing is, as long as you show yourself peaceful and compassion, you see how he's sitting. You see how he is sitting. As long as you have that energy and you like, you know what, I'm earth. Let me tune in with the earth. Let me just sit here and control myself. Let me get one with the earth. Let me stay grounded. You're not gonna go off the handle. Dance portal. Let go. And after you do all of that, after you show them compassion, after you change from those people, right? And you show them compassion from hitting them, from the want to of hitting them, rather, I should say, you let them go and you celebrate that you let them go. You celebrate the newness that's coming into your life. And I know that sounds strange, but it's that same essence of, when people say that they got married and the marriage didn't work, so they have a divorce party. It's that same energy. Celebrate that you got a divorce, right? From that person, because that person was holding you down and weighing you down anyway and didn't mean you any good. I felt it. I knew one of the other cards was going to come out. You also have bliss here, trust. So trust the process, trust what spirit is doing in your life right now. Because again, as you are continuing to walk in your blessings, You are continuing to walk away from people, and you're gaining all of this knowledge. And you may not be a witch doctor. If you are, then that's fine and dandy too, because you know what I mean when I say that you're learning some things, you're getting new knowledge. But again, you're going to be the master of it. You're not going to just learn this new knowledge. You're not going to learn how to read people. Uh, read people. So reading, don't be ungrateful. But what you're gaining is the knowledge of it all. And again, nobody can take away your knowledge. They can play you in your face like you're dumb, but that doesn't mean you're dumb. It just means that they don't know who they're messing with. Overall energy. Queen of Wands. Got the Queen of Wands here. Spirit is giving you everything. And because Spirit is giving you everything that you want, you also have the balance of understanding and how to control. I'm really hearing your emotions. You're understanding what it means to give grace is what I'm getting. And because of that, it's just like, oh, I'm sorry, because what I get, I just looked and it's like it's almost like your Aunt Betty is like, Jesus, thank you, because I had to get in this stance. It's like, Jesus, thank you. Because I wanted to take this stick and wear their hind parts out. I wanted to hit them across the head. But look at you. You stopped it and you're blessing me still. You stopped it and you're blessing me. Even when I wanted to knock their head off with this stick. You said, hold it. It's almost like you should. And they said, and Spirit says, hold out your hand. And you hold out your hand and he put something in it. And it's like, oh wow, you bless me. You bless me, you Jesus just saved your life. It's that same type of energy, that same type of quote there for you. And it's like you would have done something wrong and bad, but Spirit stopped it. Spirit got you and said, nope, nope, nope. I'm not going to allow you to mess up your life. I'm not going to allow you to go. I'm not going to allow you to go through this energy anymore. This Ten of Wands energy. I'm not about to allow you to go through that again. Because why? Because you're not going to start at 10. You got to start from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And it's the step process. And don't look at it as the 1, 2, 3, 4 of wands, right? You have to look at that negative energy, that forceful energy, the energy of you carrying on too much weight. It means you're going to start that process all over again. And you graduated from that. You don't want to go back. So, Earth signs, thank you for tuning in. I hope you got something, got the message that you need, got the answers that you was looking for. So please like, share, and subscribe. Share it with your friends who need to hear this message. And definitely, and if you have any questions, I haven't said this to any of my on any of my other videos, so consider yourself lucky, right? But if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Feel free to ask. I want this space to be welcoming. I want you to feel welcome. I want you to get the healing, right? I want these things for you. So thank you for tuning in, and you have a good night.